class. Welcome to AdMath with Porshan again. Alright, today we are going to do the topic of combination. Okay, we have done permutation already, so this is the second part of combination. Alright. Okay, first of all, you have to know what is the difference between permutation and combination. Now, both of them are actually finding out how many ways of choosing something. Both of them are the same, but there is a small difference. Okay, let's look at permutation. For permutation, it is how many ways of choosing and arranging something. So, in permutation, the arrangement is important. Okay, who first, who second, who third is important here. Alright, examples for permutation, common applications are whenever you see numbers. When you are doing numbers, you use permutation. Alphabets, photos, because when you take when a person is sitting in a different position, the photo is a different photo altogether. And let's say they say standing in a row or sitting in a row, all those things where the arrangement is important, then you choose to do permutation, NPR. Okay? Whereas today's topic, combination, is how many ways of choosing something. So stop. Okay? In combination, the arrangement is not taken into account. We do not have to arrange them in a row. We just choose only. Okay? For example, let's say I want to pick 5 balls from a bag of 12 balls. I'm just going to pick out 5 balls. Does it matter which color comes out first, which color second, which third? No, because we are not arranging it in a row. We are just picking out 5 balls. Okay, so whenever the arrangement is not important, then you have to do combination. Okay, now let's go to the formula. Combination of R objects from N objects. Okay, so we write it down like this, NCR. It is equals to N factorial divided by N minus R factorial and R factorial. So this is the formula for combination. You will note that the other day when we did NPR, it was N factorial over N minus R factorial also. So if you note, this one has an extra number to divide, which means at the end of the day, the answer for NCR should be less than the answer for NPR. NCR is a smaller number compared to NPR. Okay, that's all. Alright, now, you know how to do this factorial? Okay, let's see example. Okay, let's say for this question, picking 5 balls from a bag of 12 balls, so we will put 12C5. Okay, so this will be equivalent to 12 factorial divided by 12 minus 5, which is 7 factorial, and 5 factorial. Okay, so the factorial means, if it's 12 factorial, it means starting from 12, you must multiply all the numbers downwards until 1. Okay, 7 factorial and 5 factorial, same thing. Okay, 7 times 6 times 5 until 1. And 5 factorial is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is what the factorial means. Okay, you can use the calculator to do this question very easily. If you have a calculator, can you please take it out and try. 12C5 means you press 12 first. Okay, 12. After that, you press the shift button. Press the shift button. Then you press the division button, because above that is the NCR. Press the division button. After that, press the 5. Okay, this is your 5. And equals. And you should get your answer. Okay, 12C5. The answer is 725. Sorry, 792. Okay, that means there are 792 ways of selecting any 5 balls from a bag of 12 different colored balls. Okay? Alright. Yeah, I'll show you some more examples. Okay, example 1. How many ways of choosing two students from go on a trip? Okay, let's see this question. How many ways of choosing any two students, a pair, okay? How many ways of choosing any two students from a class of 30 students to represent the class to go on a school trip? Okay, you want to choose any two, so we want to know how many different pairs of students we can get. So this one, does it matter who I chose first, who I chose second? Does it matter? No, because both of them are going on the trip. It doesn't matter who I chose first and who I chose second, right? So therefore, you have to use the combination formula, which is from 30 students, we are going to choose 2. Now you just take out your calculator and you press these numbers, calculate the number, and you should get the answer. You get 435 pairs. This is one example. Okay, let's say we have another example. How many ways of choosing 3 winners in competition first prize Okay, how about this question? Is it going to be a permutation or a combination? You have to think first. How many ways of choosing 3 winners? Okay, you want to choose 3 winners in a competition when the first prize, oh, I forgot something. 3 winners out of, say, 12 people. Okay, you want to choose 3 winners out of 12 people in a competition when the first prize is 1000 ringgit, the second prize is 500 ringgit, and the third prize is 200 ringgit. So, what do you think? We are going to choose 3 people and the prizes are all different. So, it matters who's first, who's second, who's third, because the prizes are different. First person will get 1000, second 500, third 200, right? So, in this case, since your arrangement is important, who's first, who's second, who's third, then we have to use permutation. Okay, the arrangement is important here because the prices are different. So we have 12 and we want to choose 3. Now you use your calculator and you get your answer. Okay, now let's say I have another question, example 3. Same thing, how many ways of choosing 3 winners out of 12 people in a competition when the prizes are all the same? Okay, now we drop this off. Okay, when the prices are RM, let's say 500 each. Alright? Okay, for this question, I'm going to choose 3 people, but the first person is going to get 500, second also 500, third also 500. So does it matter who I chose first, who I chose second, who I chose third? No, right? Everyone is going to get the same price. So the arrangement here is not a problem. It does not matter. So for this kind of question, you are going to use 12C. You get it? So the 2 examples I just showed will give you an idea when to use P and when to use C. You know why? Because in the exams, they wouldn't tell you this question you must use P, this question you must use C. They won't tell. So you have to be smart enough when you read the question, you just ask yourself if the arrangement is important. Like I said, for permutation, the arrangement is important. So if you chose alphabets A, B, C, C, B, A and C, A, B or something, they are all 3 different words. They are forming different words. So the arrangement is important. So for even numbers same, if it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2 and 2, 1, 3, they are all different. This is 123, this is 312 and 213. They are all different. Therefore, when you have alphabets, numbers, anything to do with alphabets, numbers, forming letters, forming codes, then you have to use permutation, P. Alright? All these you have to use P because the arrangement is important. So I hope you can understand the difference between permutation and combination. Alright? Okay. Now let's go on some more examples. Okay, one more lah. Another number 3. Number 3 is combination of R objects from N objects with given conditions. Alright, now we want to do combinations questions where you are given some conditions. Okay, example, a bag twelve balls, four blue, 3 red and 5 yellow. Okay. So in how many ways can 4 balls be chosen if A Okay, let's do this one by one. Alright, in a bag, okay, let's say this is a bag. You have 12 balls, 4 blues, blue, blue, blue and blue, 3 reds, red, 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 and 5 yellows. Yellow, okay, so you have all this in a bag. And now we said how many different ways of choosing 4 balls. So when you see the word 4 balls, you just can use 4 dashes here. Put down 4 dashes. We are not arranging them in a row. It's just that we have a guideline. We are going to choose 4 balls. And for part A, the condition is any color can be chosen. That means there's no specific condition, any color can be chosen. Therefore, for this, all these 4, we are going to see how many in total. We have 12. We're going to choose any 4. 12C4. You know why we are using C? Because we are not arranging the balls in a row. Okay, we are just going to choose, put our hand inside and pick out 4 balls. That's all. Picking out 4 balls. No arrangement important. That's why it's going to be combination. Alright. So then you calculate 12C4 and you will get 495 ways. Okay. You get 495 different combination of colors of these 4 balls. Okay. Alright. Next example. Next condition. Okay, let's rub this off. B. Okay, B. 3 yellow and 1 red ball chosen. Okay. Now we are still doing same question. 4 balls are going to be picked, so we can say you have 4 dashes. 3 yellows and 1 red ball must be chosen. So this is the condition. You must have 3 yellows. So what we do, we fix it here. Yellow, 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 and 1 red. So we put the red. Okay, you got 3 yellows and 1 red. Okay. Remember, we are not arranging them in a row. We're just picking them out. Alright. So now we want 3 yellows. So we look in the bag. How many yellows are there all together? There are 5 yellows. So from 5 yellows, we are going to pick 3 out. And then the red. How many reds are there? 3 reds only. So for the red, from 3 reds, we are going to pick 1 out. Okay. And what do we do here? We do the multiplication because it's 3 yellows and 1 red. So and means multiply. Okay. So 3 yellows and 1 red. Now use your calculator and you calculate the answer. You will get 30 ways. Okay, picking 3 yellow and 1 red. Okay, the next one, part C. We'll rub this off. Part C. At least 2 blue balls must be chosen. Okay. At least. What does that mean? Okay, first we put the dash. How many balls do we want in the question? We want 4 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now your condition you have to set. Once you put the dash, that is step 1, put the dash. How many you want to choose? Step 2, we look at the condition and we set the conditions. Okay, at least 2 blue balls must be chosen. So that means you have to fix 1 blue here, 1 blue. This is 2 lah. Or maybe you could even have 1 blue because they said, sorry, you can't have. At least 2 means 2 or more. Blue, blue, blue. 2, 3. Do we have enough 4 balls here? Yes, we do. So we can do another one. 2, 3, 4. Blue, 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 blue. All 4 blue. Do they all fulfill the condition here? When they say at least 2 blues, it could be 2 blues, or it may be 3 blues, or it may be all 4 blues. It cannot be, you're not going to do 12. You're not going to pick 12 balls, so you can't put N. It is or. You're only going to pick 4. So it's either this 4, or this 4, or this 4. Alright? Okay, now we do third step. We do the calculation. Alright? Now, how many ways of choosing 2 blue balls from this bag? How many blue balls do we have here? We have 4 blue balls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 4, we're going to choose any 2. Alright? Okay, now for the rest, could be any other ball, but no more blues. So what you do, you cancel all the blues because we cannot put blue here anymore. Okay, so from the rest, what are the rest? We have 5 yellows and 3 reds, altogether 8 balls. So from 8 balls, we're going to choose any 2. The remaining are 5 plus 3, 8 balls. From the remaining 8 balls, we are going to choose any 2 for this 2 to fill it up. Okay, and here is a times because it's 2 blues and another one and another one. So n means times. Okay, so this is the first set. Or means plus. Now here, again we calculate. Now originally you got 4 blues. You're going to choose 3. So 4C3 for this. And how about the last one? You cancel out all the blues. You are left with 8 balls and you're going to pick one more. So 8C1. Alright? And the final one is you only have 4 blues and you're going to pick all the 4. So it's 4C4. Okay? Now you take your calculator out and you calculate the answer. The answer is 201 ways. Okay, we are going to get 201 ways of picking 4 balls where the condition is at least 2 of them should be blue. Okay? Are you all clear about this? I hope so. Okay? Now we go to our last condition. Okay, let's rub this one off. Back to the same thing. D. All 3 colors must be chosen. Alright? So again, we go back to the question. You need to pick 4 balls. So we put 4 dashes. And now, so step 1 was put the dashes, how many you want to pick. Step 2 is fill the condition in. Now the condition is all 3 colors must be chosen. Meaning you must have a blue, a yellow and a red. All the 3 colors must be there. Okay? Okay, so finally the last one can be any other color, any one of them. So this is the step 2, fix the condition. Step 3, do the calculation. Right? We start blue. Okay. From 4 blues, we want to choose 1. So it's 4C1. Okay? Yellow. From how many yellows are there? 5 yellows. Right, all this. You want to choose 1 also. So 5C1. And from the 3 reds, you want to choose 1. So 3C1 for the red. Okay, now the final one. You cancel off 1 blue, 1 yellow and 1 red because it's already out of the pack. You have already picked it out. You have put it here. Okay, so now what's left? How many balls are there left? You have 12 originally minus 3, so you have 9 balls left, right? So for the last one, it is 9, choose 1, any one. Okay, from the remaining balls, you choose 1. So that's how you do this question. Now you calculate the answer. Use your calculator. Okay, the answer is 540 ways. Okay, so I think that's about it for combinations. You can do more questions from your homework and workbooks and practice. I repeat again, whether it's permutation or combination, the method of solving is the same. You follow the steps, okay? Step 1, you put in the dashes, how many you want to choose. Step 2, you put in the conditions necessary. And step 3, you do the calculation carefully. Alright? So that's all for today then. Thank you so much.